All right, what's going on? Today I'm going to talk about how to warm up. Today is my leg day, and I'm going to show you some warm-ups that I do to kind of prevent that pain and soreness when you do your first couple sets of squats. It's very difficult for me to kind of get started, especially as we get older. It's difficult to kind of get moving. The body's real stiff, so I'm going to show you how I loosen up so that I don't have as much pain in my knees and I can squat with minimal discomfort. I'm going to start with a couple leg extensions. It's going to be probably about 7% of my maximum weight. And I'm going to do about 15 repetitions, pretty good force. Then I'm going to do some one-legged lunges with the tennis ball placed behind the patella. All right, so we're going to start with leg extensions first. All right, that was my first set, 15 repetitions. Not a lot of weight, but enough where I can really feel it on the quads. I feel that contraction. My equipment does not allow me to stretch like some exercises or some equipment does. In other words, it doesn't allow me to get way back into flexion or into just stretch. Mine stops at about here. So I recommend that you stop at about maybe a little bit past the 90-degree mark and not go way back if your equipment allows you to do that, and start your contraction from back here going forward. My next exercise will be one-legged lunges with the tennis ball. So this is going to be the lunge. Taking a kind of a wide stance, pretty wide stance there. Back leg goes on the bench. Tennis ball right back there, what's called the fossa, right back behind there. You're going to pause for a moment and hold it there. As you go down, you're going to stretch down as low as you can. Really feel the pull on the hamstrings, on the quads. And from here, I'm going to push those hips forward a little bit so I can really feel that stretch there. So I feel a lot of stretch on those quads, and they're really tensing right now. So I'm going to hold that for about 15 or 20 seconds. Really intense stretch. It's feeling more in the rectus femoris, the part right a little bit upper here. Good. Great. Change. Oh yeah. So my chest is up high. Now I'm trying to push my pelvis forward. That's what makes me feel that stretch on that quad. I push that pelvis forward. You feel it loosening. With all stretches, you have to hold them and feel that muscle loosening up. It's going to go through that little tensing stage, but just let it stay there, and you'll feel it loosening up around the knee and around the quads. And I feel myself getting lower and lower. As my body loosens up, I can feel the knee getting closer and closer to the ground as I just let my body relax. And I feel that. I feel it in the patella. I feel it in the quads. I'm going to repeat that. I'm going to do that twice. 15 seconds, 20 seconds, something like that on each side. And then I'm going to test it by doing my first set of squats. The reason I put it behind here is when you put the tennis ball there and you put a little bit of contraction and you start to extend down, it opens up the knee joint a bit more, stretches the ligaments a little bit, not too much because the tennis ball is soft and it's not going to overstretch, but allows me to get a different stretch that I hadn't felt in other exercises. So I just found this by just doing trial and error. That's how I found it, and it works really great for me. Yeah. My knee is pretty much touching now. I'm just kind of keeping the stretch as much as I can by pushing forward with my hips and extending back my chest. Good. And you're getting flexibility out of the quads. You're trying to make that quad stretch. All the muscles around that are stretched. Because when you do your first set of squats, the quads are tight. The quads, all the muscles around the knee. So this really loosens them up. This was a little bit tighter. I can feel it. Just leaning back, letting it stretch. Not trying to force it, but I can feel the muscles just loosening up. I can feel the quad over here just loosening up as I just hold that. The quads and the muscle on the side, the tensor fascia ladder, I can feel it stretching as well. And now the knee is touching the floor. All right. You'll find out if you need to do 1 or 2, maybe 3 of those. So I'm going to do a set, just a set with the bar to see what that feels like. And I will test and retest to see if I want to do any more of these. All right. That feels good. No popping in my knees. Knees feel pretty warm. I'm going to add a little bit of weight and go up. Nice, nice. A little bit of tension on this side. This knee was a little bit sore, but overall, no popping, feels good. That's all I'm going to show you for today. I'm going to start doing my workout now. I'm going to start going up in weight. I've shown you that before, but I just want to show you the warm up and how I get into doing this workout today. All right, go do it, guys. Yes! That felt great. All right.